And finally tonight, our Persons of the Week. As you know, World News is going to keep tackling this question of creating more jobs in America and looking closely at what we buy that is made in America. Well, tonight is a salute to all the men and women who are determined to make America still the country to beat.
What stunned the Usries this week?
Tables made in India.
Bangladesh.
Where's your couch made from? China.
China.
Was a wake-up call for thousands of you who wrote in
Made in China.
and sent in your own Made in America moments from all over the country. From Philadelphia to Phillies fan and his hat made in China. From the Lone Star State.
We take our cowboy boots very seriously. Even they were made abroad.
Viewers telling Channel 8 in Dallas they were turning things upside down for the first time. Channel 6 in Philadelphia.
I'm going to really check the labels from now on.
Viewers reaching out to Channel 7 in San Francisco. So many viewers responding to the Usry home and that American makeover. Finding American replacements for the bedroom, relatively easy. The living room, a little harder, but we found what we needed.
But the kitchen, belly up. The only 100% made in America appliances came with a whopping price tag.
Hi, I'm trying to find out.
And the coffee maker. We couldn't find one, but last night a viewer emailed us telling us we missed one, the Bun-O-Matic. So we called. It was assembled here, but all the parts from overseas. But it wasn't the only thing we struck out on. We couldn't find a single light bulb made in America. We also couldn't find a single TV. So where that was, there's now a picture of a Texas Longhorn. But are these areas where America should even compete?
We shouldn't try to compete for every product. We don't need to be the TV maker for the rest of the world.
Nearly a dozen economists told us the obvious point that we're part of a global economy now that we have to be to survive. But they also added this, that buying at least something made in America will create jobs here. They say one does not hurt the other.
I don't even think we're close to a tipping point. All else being equal, if we went out and bought more American, that would support and create more jobs here.
Economists told us think about products that are considered multipliers, that require multiple American workers from start to finish. The most obvious, a car. But it could also mean the Usry's end table. From the lumberjack standing at that tree to the assembly line worker to the woman polishing the table.
So many of you told us you're now thinking about those workers who proudly sent us that message. Made in America. Who furnished that home on Snow White Drive.
Thanks to the Usries, whole team is here.
The whole neighborhood came out, and I wanted to show you something else, Diane, the map. These are the companies that we reached out to for the Made in America effort, and look at the next set of stars. These are all the companies that then reached out to us saying they are up to this challenge. They say they can not only compete with China and everyone else overseas, but for the few dollars that Americans have to spend.
And we really wanted this to be a wake-up call to people, for them to kind of look at their items, to see what was made in America. I did it myself in my own home. I went through my son's toy box to find out, is there anything made in America? When it was all said and done, not a single toy left in that chest. And this morning, Wyatt was just left to bang on some pots and pans. Our neighbors love us right now.
Well, on that front, next week, we're going to go out in the street and say to people, take off everything that wasn't made in America. Do you know what was made in America? Within the bounds of decency. And ask some provocative questions about which part of the garment business do we want to return to and power up again. But as you know, we started this whole thing with John Carl on Capitol Hill, going to souvenir shops where he found what, even the flag pen was made abroad?
Absolutely. And Diane, I caught up with the senator that first started complaining about these made in China souvenirs, and he had asked the Smithsonian to buy Made in America. We went back and talked to him. Here's what he said.
But they told me that this is too expensive to get made in America.
We're looking into it. I don't believe it. And the answer is...
And you're going to demand them do something?
We are going to demand that they buy these products in America. We're talking to manufacturers right now, yes.
Senator Sanders is meeting with the head of the Smithsonian on Tuesday. Diane, I'll let you know what happens.
Cannot wait. Thank you, John. And as we said, we're all just getting started. So keep your letters coming to us and your emails.